You said this requires tough choices. What have been the toughest choices that you have had to make in putting together this year's budget?
Well, I think for us, a lot of times it involves employees. We've got a lot of great people who work for the county, and anytime you make decisions about employees being internal or looking to other alternatives, that's a challenge because you're dealing with real people's lives, and you got to be cognizant of that. We've tried as much as possible, not just this year, but in previous budgets, to do that largely through attrition. There's about 20% fewer full-time equivalent employees today than there were 5 years ago. Most of those were people who retired. No great surprise. A lot of them retired early in 2002 and 2003 because of the pension enhancements that were the start of this whole debate to begin with. But we've tried to minimize the number of outright layoffs and abolishments. But in this budget, there are some. But I give you a good example where it makes sense to do that if you're ultimately going to say, how as stewards of the public's money, how do we best use that? And our first and ultimate goal shouldn't be an employment agency. It should be providing core services. The parks is a good example. In the proposal Sue Black, our parks director, gave to us, we eliminate 81 positions. 50 of those are filled. They're entry-level positions within the parks. We create 20 new higher skill forestry type positions, and then we put about $600,000 in the seasonal employees. Well, that saves us thousands and thousands and thousands, over $15,000 a year. That's dollars, excuse me. That saves us millions of dollars, but saves us thousands of additional hours of work that we get, over 15,000 hours more of work under the new plan versus the old one, because we've got seasonal employees versus year-round employees, and we get to use them in the times when we need them the most, in May and June and July and August. Now, it's tough because you're still dealing with 50 people's lives, and even though those 50 can apply for those 20 jobs and other jobs out there, it's still a difficult decision.